hello everybody, welcome to the Talladega Superspeedway as we are ready to begin the third round of the chase for the Budweiser All-Pro Series Championship. And it starts at the wild card known as Talladega, where any one of these 42 drivers can go to victory lane here. They just have to avoid the big one and be up front when it counts in those final few laps to have a shot at winning. And actually, to be honest, qualifying didn't go so well for a lot of the chase drivers. My Sega went off for some reason. Anyways, yeah, because you can see the top 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The top 8 are not chase drivers. The first chase driver is Charles Sanford back there in the 9th position. So Talladega qualifying didn't go too well for the chasers. But on the pole is last week's winner at Coca-Cola, Jessica Shelton. On the outside of her is Dylan Poteet in the 31 Great Clips Chevrolet. We got 19 laps of racing. We got unpredictability all around this racetrack. Anything can happen. 3, 4 wide, big ones, small ones, blow-ups. Any surprising thing can happen here at Talladega. So without further ado, let's go trackside to get the command.
Drivers, start them engines!
Your typical redneck saying, gentlemen, start your engines at an Alabama racetrack. Engines are fired. Engines are fired. Cars running off the racetrack or off the pit lane onto the racing surface. 19 laps of racing at speeds close to 200 miles per hour. We're going to see 3 wide racing. We're going to see 4 wide racing. Can we see, the question is, can we see somebody work the draft? And by that, I mean somebody who can stay out front for the longest without getting passed. Because we've seen it happen where cars can get single file, or cars will race 3 or 4 wide for second place, leaving only one car out ahead in first, and that's working the draft. So, as you see going down the back straightaway, the banking right there, you see how much it just flattens out for the back straightaway. But as the cars come around, if I had, we got to take a look at the remaining chase drivers here. Charles Sanford still remaining in the chase. Stephen Pollard III still in the chase. Jessica Villanueva is in the chase still. And then you got to come all the way back here. JT Bryant still in the chase. John Arndt still in the chase. Alex May still in the chase. And I believe Anthony McCurry is still in the chase as well because of just the paint scheme he's running. And Ryan Rezzo, if I'm not mistaken. Ryan Rezzo should be the top 8, yep. So here we go. We're getting ready for the start of the 2K Sports 500 here at Talladega. 8 drivers remain in the chase. Who will have good luck? Who will have bad luck? Who will win? Here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway here in the 2K Sports 500. Look at these drivers already fanning out. All 42 drivers made it to the green flag. So now it's all up to who's gonna make it pretty much to the end of the race. We can see teammates hook up. We've seen it before. Look at them fan out. 3 wide, right behind him. It's still a battle for the lead. Dylan Poteet is not giving it up. He has a good run on the outside line. Dylan Poteet trying to pull ahead of Jessica Shelton, but can't do it. Look at the outside line, though. You see Dougie Shears move up to the outside, to the very outside. As I always love coming to this camera angle off the corner. Look at these cars just coming through the corner. Dylan Poteet still with the lead, coming through the tri-oval. Poteet. Look at these cars 4 wide as they're going to come across. Dylan Poteet leads lap number 1. Dylan Poteet still not clear of Shelton. None of these drivers really have the drafting help because of how they're racing behind them. Look at these drivers race. My goodness, I think there's going to definitely be a wreck somewhere around the back of the pack here. I think Poteet now finally has a good lead. Yeah, Poteet now finally has the lead. Oh, they are 4, almost 5 wide. Oh, yep, there it goes. Oh my goodness, Seth Cole just hard impact into the wall. Oh my gosh. Look at these drivers. The caution is out. I knew it was going to happen just by the way these drivers were racing. The caution flag is out. Dylan Poteet is your leader. The highest chaser right now is the 22 car. But oh my God, was that close racing. 4 wide, almost 5 wide racing. Caution. The caution is out. Let's go. We're going to see who's in it. Alex May's on pit road. Seth Cole, who took the hard impact. Jeffrey Finguy, Steve Pollard, Jake Haynes, Chuck Petty, Trent Dunham, Dougie Shears, Sean Henley, Stephen Pollard III, Chaser, Darren Blake, Keith Rich, Nick Altendorf, who's no longer in the chase, possibly Anthony DiCaprio. I saw some front end damage on Annabelle Balvin. Yeah, Annabelle Balvin's got some damage to her front end. Massive accident on lap number 2 of the 2K Sports 500. These cars shouldn't be coming down pit road because pit stops are off. But we're gonna go take a look and watch the big wreck as it unfolds here at Talladega. Alright, well, look, this is what starts the big one. You see the 03 of Sanford just get into the 17 just barely, but they save it. Wow, but the 88 car, you see her right there, Annabelle Baldwin, just trying to stick here. They're going 5 wide at this point. Gets into the 95 of John Arndt, turns the 95 into the 13. Up the track goes the 13. You see the 95 car bounce off the 6 of Nathan Hudson. The 95 car is able to save it. Up the track they go. Then here comes a bunch of these drivers just trying to squeeze by. Trent Dunham gets hit. Sean Henley turns to 52. Watch how hard Seth Cole hits the wall. Bam! Right there. Hard into the safer barrier. You see all these cars back here just get involved because the track is just closing up pretty fast. I saw Anthony McCurry look like he made it through. We're gonna watch this unfold in real time. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna have an onboard camera. We have a couple of onboard cameras to show you. First, we'll have one on board with Seth Cole. Oh my goodness, right into the outside wall. Alright, now we'll have another onboard camera. This one will be with the 51 of Alex May, Seth Cole's teammate, who's also a chaser. He's got a little hit there. And then the final onboard camera will be from the 61 of Anthony McCurry. See him right back here, he's almost lost the draft, so he's actually got a good run. And then he sees the accident happening, he's on the brakes. Anthony McCurry manages to miss the wreck. Alright, so this is what happens to bring out the first caution of the day here at Talladega. Let's go back up for the restart. Welcome back here to Talladega Superspeedway. We're getting ready to go back racing. We got a bunch of cars out of the race, including Seth Cole, Jeffrey Finguy, Steve Pollard, Jake Haynes, Dougie Shears, Sean Henley, Keith Rich, and Nick Altendorf. And I'm sure we have a bunch of cars with like no hoods or something, possibly not. But here we go, we're coming to the green flag, or top 10. Dylan Pote, Andy Thomas, Daniel Voiles, JT Bryant, Jessica Shelton, John Racer, Dylan Young, Nathan Hudson, Cody Lamas, John Arndt. Green flag is back out, we're back on the way here at Talladega. Pote was able to muscle around on the outside for the lead, but now will Andy Thomas be able to do the same thing? But you got Daniel Voiles right underneath Andy Thomas right now. Already coming back, heading down the back straightaway. A couple of cars losing touch with the pack here. That's going to be Alex May. Alex May and Chuck Petty, who aren't quite up to speed as the rest of them. Dunham's got some rear end damage, so we'll definitely probably be running into some lap traffic during the rest of this race at some point. Look at these cars fan out once again. It's going to be Dylan Pote that's going to hold the lead. I talked earlier about how one car can work the draft, and so far that's what Dylan Pote is doing. Jessica Shelton did it last week at Coca-Cola, was able to work the draft, but the question is, how long can Dylan Pote keep it up? Here comes Charles Jackson in the 54. He's gonna try to get the lead. He's got a chaser up behind him. Look at Charles do a couple of maneuvers here to go underneath the 31 car, and now the 22 is gonna go with them. Here comes the 03 of Charles Sanford as well. Charles Jackson going to get the lead. Look at Jessica Villanueva move up to the middle line. She saw a little bit of forward progress there. Now she's kind of going to duck out a little bit underneath the two. Sanford going to get moved up now to the middle line, and it's going to be Charles Jackson that's going to lead another lap. First driver besides Dylan Pote to lead a lap is Charles Jackson. Here comes, look at these drivers. Here comes Anthony McCurry again. He came from the back. He missed the wreck, came from the back. Now he's at the front. Villanueva up there trying to help Dylan Pote out on the very outside line. Look at this group of cars here. O'Neal Bolvin still in this pack as well back there. I see him. Those cars back there really haven't lost much of the draft. Look at the slicing and dicing going on in this pack. Slicing and dicing. We're going to come back here. Look at some of these right here. Here comes Benjamin Miles in the 41 car, going to go underneath. Here comes Andrew Rich in the 27. Remember, he won at Daytona, so he has a plate. So he actually has experience at a plate track and winning at a plate track as well. So we're looking at Ryan Rezzo. We're going to go back up towards the front here. As you see, the 41 car just trying to pull ahead. You got Chevys on the inside. Here comes the Dodge of Johnny Gardner. Gardner's Dodge has not been to victory lane at all this season. Got into the All-Star race because of a technicality on my part from the previous season. Still a good side-by-side battle right here for the lead. No one's really getting an edge. Well, now that the 27 car's kind of left the 54, now we'll see the inside line get a good run. Look at these cars come through the pack. John Cittadino going to go 3 wide for the lead through the tri-oval. He's going to get the lead at the exit, and I believe John Cittadino is going to lead this lap. Yep, now here comes the... Oh, here we go! Here's another accident. Oh, my goodness. Hard impact into the wall. Oh, my goodness! Anthony McCurry. Oh, my God. Daniel Gilbert. Dylan Young, Anthony McCurry, Charles Sanford, Daniel Voiles, Michael White. Caution is out, and these drivers are racing back to the line. Let's see who's going to get it. Is it the 24 doesn't have the drafting help on the inside, so it's going to be Johnny Gardner in the 77 car that's going to get it this time. The 78's back here. Jessica Villanueva has some damage. The 95 of John Art had some damage. But caution is out for the second time today here at, you see Dylan Poteet with some massive front end damage. Caution's out again for the second time here today. Is kind of right around where we expecting. Ryan Resdo in the 55 car coming to pit road with massive damage. So it's going to be very interesting to see who's going to be left to finish this race, as we are now going to go back and take a look at the second caution of the day here at Talladega. So here's what happens. Charles Sanford was just crowding a little too much on the inside. Gets and turns the 15 car right here. You see him turn the 15 car up the track. 15 in turn turns his turns her teammate up there. And then you see the 4 car up there. You see it's where the 2 and the 26 get involved. The 22 trying to make it through. You see, look at the 4 car just turn over. Oh, you see Shelton turns Villanueva and then in turn turns the 11. So that's where the 78 car got a little bit of damage from. Look at the 4 car though, just upside down. And I want to keep an eye on Anthony McCurry here, because the 20 car is just trying to avoid everything, comes right down and clobbers. Oh my God, that was driver's side door. Anthony McCurry, Jesus, oh my God. Right into the 4, and Anthony McCurry comes to rest. And then you see the rest of the drivers go by. So this is what happens to bring out the second caution. The red flag has been displayed. They are helping Anthony McCurry out of his race car right now. We're going to try to keep a good word for Anthony right now. Things are not looking very good. They said he is moving, and he's moving slightly, and he is communicating. But that was a hard impact by the 61. So we'll be right back, and when we come back, we'll be going back green flag racing here at Talladega. Welcome back to Talladega Superspeedway, where we are getting ready for the finish of the 2K Sports 500. We're going to go through the list of drivers out of the race right now, including Dylan Poteet, the 4 of Michael White, the 55 of Ryan Rezzo, the 03 of Charles Sanford, the 61 of Anthony McCurry, the 26, the 26 of Daniel Voiles, the 20 of Daniel Gilbert. All of those drivers have retired from the race from this accident. Top 10 include the 77 of Johnny Gardner, the 24 of Joseph Swigley, the 72 of Cittadino, and others. Green flag is back out here at Talladega. Cittadino and others already getting back up to speed as much as these drivers can possibly at this point for whoever's left. The 77 car is the leader. 3 wide, almost 4 wide once again, panning out right behind them. The 77 car doesn't have much of a lead. Hold on. Okay. Hoping that would fix it. It was lagging slightly. Oh, look at this right here. Ooh, the 10 car going. Oh, the 41 bouncing off the 18. They're 5 wide right now at Talladega. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. 5 wide at Talladega. Oh my goodness. There we go. Oh, this will definitely be the end of the race because the caution flag is out. Caution is out. Annabelle Balvin, she is wrecking right now. And O'Neal Balvin is the leader. He's got quite a lead. He's just got to hold it through the corner. He's coming to the caution flag. It's going to be the end of the race. O'Neal Balvin looking for his second victory of the season, I think. Yeah, second victory of the season. And it's going to happen, and it's going to happen here at Talladega under caution. And O'Neal Baldwin's going to win the 2K Sports 500, but it'll be under caution as we take 2 laps to go. I have no idea why they just went 4 wide there, but they did. Caution came out because the 88 car wrecked on the back straightaway. And this guy who finishes second will be JT Bryant. And the third highest finishing chaser is actually going. Oh, they're wrecking behind him. What the heck? Well, hopefully that's not too severe. But the second highest finishing chaser will be the 13 of Stephen Pollard III. Alright, anyways, we're going to fast forward here as you see these cars come down. A couple of cars coming down pit lane. O'Neal Baldwin has the white flag pretty much right now. Oops. Fast forward it just a little too much there. Oh well, I guess we're not going to be able to see the ending. But O'Neal Baldwin wins. Okay, we're going to go live. Anyways, O'Neal Baldwin wins the race. The race is complete. We are now going to export the official standings, Season 6, Talladega 2. I am now going to get the points. I'm going to take my pictures for the points here. So definitely quite a day for a lot of these drivers. O'Neal Baldwin, one race too late, however, for the 18 car to get his victory, but nonetheless he still has a victory now, a second victory now underneath the 18 car. So congratulations to O'Neal Baldwin on winning. JT Bryant, the highest finishing chaser, is second. So he's got I'm sure he's definitely going to have a great cushion over the top 4 going into this race. The second highest finishing chaser is the 13 of Stephen Pollard III. Then the third highest is Jessica Villanueva, and the fourth highest is Alex May. So those are your top 4 after only the first race. But don't forget, we still got Phoenix and Homestead before the final race at FTF for this season. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. Remember, if you're in the top 8, if you're in the top 8, and you need to message me via Facebook or comment here on comment here on YouTube, possibly what reserve ride, what number reserve ride you want. To pretty much, aside from a couple of custom cars I'm receiving, the same roster you see here is the roster that's going to be for next season. So if you want a reserved ride, if you want 1 or 2 reserved rides, just let me know in the comments. If you're only if you're in the top 8 of the point standings, which is the Chasers. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys next week at Phoenix. From Michael Norman here on the Budweiser All Pro Series on the NNSCRA Sports Channel, where offline racing's at its best. I say, until we meet again.